Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we're back in the Entwade Needfall. So you might remember after helping the Thane Edric to evacuate his people and help the soldiers in town, well, let us see what else he needs us to do.
White Hand is wicked.
You have done much to aid me and the people of Entwade, Beriathan. My men and I will continue to ready the town for the White Hand's return, but there remains little left to do. Now, as for the man you found hiding in town, while he cleverly evaded my men, he will still need to rejoin with the others in Alberg. The roads can be traveled in numbers, but I would not send him south alone, not in these times. If you would, travel south with Agelman and bring him to rejoin with Léoflad and the others. Well, I also want to get an explanation, if you don't mind. Agelman rushes to your side.
White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Surely the thing cannot be serious. The White Hand will return with their forces bolstered soon enough, and when the time comes, we must be prepared to defend Entwade. I was trained in the art of swordplay by my father before his passing, as were my brothers before they traveled to aid the king. Certainly I can be of more use to the thing here than I would be inside the walls of Alberg. One man cannot tend the farms in the absence of our people, so what other purpose have I if not to defend the lands of the king? I beg you, Beriathan, speak to the Thane on my behalf. Edric needs every able man he can spare, and I stand ready to fight for the Wade.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
What madness is this? I have little time to ready our forces and he seeks to delay us even further with such bold declarations? I knew well his father and his skill with a blade, but this man has always been a crafter, and though his hands be worn from his labors in the Wade, he is ill-equipped to battle against the Orcs under Ilg. I doubt not he means well, but we do not have time to prepare him. Edric sits up in his chair and looks over your shoulder. Do you hear me, Agelman? I shall not hear such a plea, and though I apologize, you will find safety in Alberg. Beriathan will bring you to reunite with Léoflad and the others, and that will be the end of it.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Thane Edric is a brave man, but he can fly into a rage like no other I have known. We will travel south then, but I shall not merely watch these conflicts unfold in my lands. Before we depart, I wish to warn myself. If I cannot protect the Thane and Entwade, his people shall be safe behind my shield. Let us look about town for a sword and shield, and then we shall be on our way. Well, there are plenty of swords and shields on this table. Why cannot we use one of those? I don't know. But anyway, let us look around then. Sword and shield. Where can that be? Ah, okay. Shield of the Kingstead. He has not equipped it yet? Okay, well. Would have been a nice little detail if he did, but I guess he will do so once we find the sword. Sword. Okay.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
This will do nicely. They have seen many a battle, Beriathan, but such arms will aid me well enough. If Edric truly wishes me gone, we shall go, but I will take up arms for the people of Kingstead. Oh yeah! How many things did we get in here? Outleveled companion? Yeah, that's right. What do we have in here? Level 86? Legendary item level up. Worsted level up to 55. So as you have seen, yeah, we have out-leveled a Agelman, so we're gonna summon him again. But it seems we need to dismiss him. And then summon once again. That'll do it. Okay, so right along the road south towards Eastfold. Okay. And when you say right, do you mean literally right? Because I don't see Agelman on any kind of steep, so I don't think he can ride. Oh, but take a look at this. Medusa there on the horizon at dusk. Wow. LOTRO skies once again being extremely gorgeous. Now, are we in time to reach Léoflad? Or are they already in the Eastfold? Well, I know for a fact that we are not going into the Eastfold for the time being. So I would expect Léoflad and the people of Entwade to be somewhere around here, but maybe they are not safe. You see this wagon in here, it seems they run into trouble. You have encountered a wrecked cart, clearly here before Léoflad set off. Okay, well. But that was not Léoflad's. In that case, we don't need to worry about that one. And the road to the Eastfold. Which way is it? You have seen no sign of Léoflad or her people and should continue riding south. Yeah, just the Kingstead houses, which so far I don't think have been all that intrusive, because there was a big uproar when they were first announced, as a lot of players said they were getting in the way in the Kingstead, and it didn't make sense having a town as huge as this so close to Edoras. I think it's even bigger than Edoras, or at least that's what some players claim. To which the LOTRO team replied, according to the research, this is an area in which there are not that many quests, so that's why they picked it. And I gotta say, I kinda see why, because you kinda go alongside it, but you don't need to be in the place per se, and the view has not been that intrusive so far. Of course, there were some changes made to this neighborhood before it was officially launched, because the initial version of it was a little bit more on the face than what we have today. So the players still did a good job in providing that feedback, but I'm happy with what we have on this neighborhood, and it allows you to live the fantasy of having your own house in Rohan. So on the plains, the houses on the Eastfold are a little bit more hidden, but I do prefer the life in the plains of Rohan. This is the road to Eastfold, right? As you cross, you spy a farmhouse in the distance. Well, I can see the mill. So let us see what the farmers here need. Do people still live here? Have Have they been attacked? Have they fled? You discovered 3 farmhands working amidst the fields. Okay. Pendlac. This name does ring a bell.
What brings you to these lands?
I have little time to chat, and nay, I have seen not the people you speak of. Why flee to Alberg? I would think Edoras more secure, and what is to become of the Wade? I must make ready, excuse me.
Our mission is dire.
Of course I heard them pass. How could one not? You have a steed, aye? Well then, right after them. Smala looks around, trying to catch the eye of the other farmhands. Brothers, we have not the time for this. Here. Atop the stairs, maybe? Yeah.
What brings you to these lands?
Ah, I mean not to be curt, but many things must be set in order before my fellows and I ride to Edoras at Éowyn's request. Who answer you? I saw them passing the last hour at a fairly slow pace. Should you ride swiftly, you will no doubt find them along the road. Well, it seems then we have chance of catching up to them. Adorned chest, okay. No, let me grab that first. Alright. So let us look for the road once again. Okay, I see it there. You have discovered the grim scene as the people of Entwade lay slain before you.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
What horror! All of them, the old and young, cut down. They were innocent, Beriathan, innocent, and still the Uruk slew them all. Agelman clasps his hand to his mouth, his eyes filling with tears. I cannot bear to see my fellows like this. Entwade may yet stand, but in truth, it has already fallen. They deserved so much better than this fate. I shall not allow the works of the White Hand to strip what remains of their dignity. Calm them, let us bury them, and perhaps then they shall find the peace they so hoped for. What about Léoflad? Well, it seems they were at least able to take down some of those Uruks. But still, this is not a pretty sight. Take a look. Refugees. Oh, I'm missing one more, but I don't see it. Ah, here. Sorry. Léoflad. Oh, come on. No. At least she could have escaped, but I guess... It's just a guess, no? I don't have any evidence for it, but I think she died defending her people.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Stay your hand, Beriathan. Alas for brave Léoflad. She must have been overwhelmed by their numbers. For both her honor and for Edric, she must be returned to Entwade. I will handle this task myself, friend. Edric needs to see her, and he needs time to grieve for the lost, even if he thinks time short.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Edric must be told what has happened here, and not a moment too soon. Poor Léoflad. I have known her since she was but a girl. She was trained well in the art of swordplay, and I grieve that she did not remain at the Wade to aid us. And now, I fear for Edric. Truly I do. Such a loss would break the strongest man. Were there only more time to mourn? I will prepare dear Léoflad for travel, and I shall bear her to the Wade with haste. Prepare a steed, Beriathan, and leave the rest to me. Okay, back to the farm then. I was not expecting... Well, you should have seen this coming, seeing as how Rohan is the Orcs' mercy, but still, I did not expect the enemy to fall upon us so soon. I would have hoped to have more time. Oh my freaking god. What are you doing, Agelman? Don't play the hero. This is a horse? Yeah.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Well done, Beriathan. Now then, allow me to ready Léoflad for her final journey. Such a brave woman.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
These are the grimmest of times that I have known, Beriathan. Well, I thank you for your aid. I wish our task could have been one less tragic. Edric must be told of what has happened, even if it wounds him greatly. All who we lost today must be mourned, and the Way must hold in their honor. Meet me at Entwade, Beriathan, and it is there we shall talk more. Okay. But yeah, let us write. Poor people. I mean, what else can you say after witnessing such a thing? You see, I was right, we were still not going to Aldberg, but I was also wrong, because we didn't find the refugees, at least not alive. How is gonna Edric react, I wonder? He was already very fed up with Théoden and Éowyn, and with all that has happened now, I can only imagine he would be even more resentful of them.
These lands were once so fair.
Ah, you made it, Beriathan. Edric is not well, my friend. He may seem lost in thought, but I see a blind hate building within him. What do we have here? Well, no, I think the globes that we have are a little bit better. So, what I'm gonna do instead is take the heavy armor so that I can continue building this outfit. Okay, completed. Known to the Eorlingas. Let me check that too. Yeah, we just completed that deed. Known to the Eorlingas. So here we have that reputation. We have the new deed bestowed to earn friend standing, but we already have known. On to the Eorlingas, 5 LOTRO points. You have reached acquaintance status with the Eorlingas, yeah?
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
I desire not to speak, Beriathan. Agelman has told me of my people, and Léoflad. Edric stares into the distance, eyes glazing over until he suddenly turns to you. What use have I to remain here? We will travel to Edoras and speak with Éowyn, and that will be the end of it. Come, we ride now. Oh jeez. Let us travel, Beriathan. I have little patience left to spare.
In the grim aftermath of the Wadeslot, Thane Edric journeys to Edoras to confront Éowyn on matters of honor and duty.
Alright.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
It was a long ride, Beriathan. I hope your wits are still about you. Now let us seek Éowyn. Oh, you must walk to Meduseld from here. Do you know why I have brought you here? No? Beriathan, you must bear witness to the terror that befell my people. Only then can they understand what I must do. What are you gonna do? Let us hasten to Meduseld. I tire of climbing the stairs at such a pace. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Let us hurry. Where is everyone? Edric's face betrays a hidden rage. Yeah, once again, I can't imagine. From what little I know of him so far. Where is she?
Curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Where? Edric seems oblivious to your attempts to speak to him. Éowyn! Éowyn! The glow of torches in the distance signals Éowyn's arrival. Stop your shouting. I assure you, you have my attention. There is no need for such theatrics outside the Hall of the King. Edric? What business brings you here at such an hour? I apologize for my outburst, but it is a serious matter, Éowyn. May we speak in private? I see. You too, return to the hall. I know not how long this will be. Now, what is it you wish to speak of? My people were slain to the last, Éowyn. My wife fell with them, butchered alongside the rest. Edric, I am so sorry to hear such tidings. I have come to report that the Wade is lost. Though it stands yet, what reason remains to defend it? The war, our history, the Istamnet. Can you not see what might still be lost? Edric, your grief has consumed you. I cannot help you. Not like this. Nor did you before. You left us to die. Tell me my people were not forgotten. Dare you speak that? I mourn for your people, Edric. Truly I do. But you cannot believe such things. The guilt lies with Théoden. I shall not forgive him simply for casting Wormtongue from his court. It was not fault of the king. The White Hand are to blame, and you know this as well as I, Edric. Only through his inaction does their blood stain the fields of Rohan. And you shall be the blood that stained his hands. What? Yeah, I thought as much. Don't be a fool, Edric. This doesn't help anyone. But Saruman. Knowing he is beaten, Edric yields and tears stream down his face.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
If he spoke true, I grieve for his wife and people. These are dark times in Rohan, and it pains me to see our people faced with such brutality. I know not when his madness will leave him, but I shall speak of the good he and Léoflad have done for our people, and she shall live on in our songs. I know not why he forced you to follow him here, but I am thankful that you fought alongside me. Well, maybe he thought I would fight Éowyn? What other reason could he have for bringing me here? But sorry to disappoint you, Edric, but that's not going to happen.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Come, we have more to speak of. Okay, so we're back in Edoras.
I need your help, my friend.
Thank you for your aid, Beriathan. Edric's judgment was hindered greatly by his laws. I hope in time he will see the error of his ways. He shall be cared for here in Edoras, and when he is willing, I would see him return to his post should he wish it. He has lost enough. I would not deny him this too, even in the wake of this foolishness. As for the attack on Entwade, we must make ready to ride. I shall fight in his place. Whoa. Once again, I don't think these shoulder pads are as good as the ones we already have, so I'm actually gonna take the heavy armor too.
I have need of your aid.
We must right this wrong as best we can, Beriathan. The people of Entwade did not deserve such a fate, and so shallow is the honor of the Uruk that they press their attack still. They will not find victory at the Wade, for we will be there to meet them. Come, let us ride. So let me just grab this in here. Everything in one place. We have little time to lose. Are you ready to ride to Entwade?
Seeking to avenge the wrongs done to her people, Éowyn rides east to drive the White Hand from the Wade once and for all.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
It is as I feared. The White Hand have already begun their strike against Entwade. We must move swiftly to aid Thane Edric's men in holding against the enemy's forces. Follow me, Beriathan. The White Hand have already reached the Wade. We must aid Edric's men. To the meat hall. Beriathan and Lady Éowyn, I am Agelman at your service. Well met, yet you bear naught but a sword and shield. Without armor, you stand little chance against the White Hand. I mean you no offense, Lady Éowyn, but I shall not seek shelter. I would sooner die than allow the White Hand to claim Entwade, especially after the horrors they visited upon our people. Your courage is admirable, ill-advised as it may be. I shall not deny you vengeance. I shall seek it for all of them. But where is Thane Edric? he is in Edoras, and there remains no time to speak of such things. Let us drive the White Hand from the Wade. Yeah, please. Embert and Magenred. Here we are, don't you worry. Now, you might have realized something as well during our fight with Thane Edric. And it is that it took us longer than usual to defeat him. And that is the difficulty spiking in West Rohan that I mentioned earlier. More are coming, do not falter. So, yeah, even some landscape mobs now are more difficult than they were before. Maybe not too difficult, but you still gotta be careful and not be outnumbered, not be too overconfident. And some quests can still be challenging. I do remember a couple. So the idea is for you to upgrade your gear as soon as possible, which might seem ironic on my part saying that, seeing as I have not accepted any of the medium gear that I have been offered, but well. Lady Éowyn, I did not expect to see you here. We shall take up positions in the towers and aid the archers. Very well, let us press on. We must secure the gates of Entwade. Edric's men are scattered and we'd be grateful for any aid we can muster. Let us aid these men.
What brings you to these lands?
You have come just in time, Beriathan. The Orcs are upon us, and we cannot allow them to raise the palisades. We will slay any that make for the gate, but you must defeat those that attack the fence. Swiftly now. We shall hold the Orcs here. Beriathan, you must push forth and defeat the ones attacking the palisades. So yeah, I hope I am not hindering myself too much by not upgrading my gear yet. But from what I can tell so far, they are not hitting harder. They just have more health, or well, more resistant to damage. And that is all so far. And not all of them. These orcs are dropping quite easily. Seek out Siddiq. He and the others are defending the northern border of the Entwade. The northern border. Okay. Let us eat Siddiq. Ah, okay. Here they are.
Our mission is dire.
Beriathan, it is good to see you again. These wretched orcs will trouble us no longer, but what of the others? You speak of the forces you encountered in the south and east of Entwade. Aye, that is heartening. We have lain all the master here, but we must secure the western flank. Let us move swiftly, lest the White Hand gain the advantage. Womar, Hifel, take up positions in the towers. Éowyn, Beriathan and I shall secure the western flank. Go! And what about Agelman? Don't discount him. Come, let us make for the western flank. Should they bolster the numbers, I fear for the weight. We are spread too thinly. Not enough men remain to repel such a force. Look ahead. The White Hand has returned. We shall do what we can, Siddiq. What do I trigger them or? Well, I guess if you're alive after all, boys. I wonder if they'll scream as well as the others. Why don't we find out? What are you doing? How long is this stun? 8 seconds? That's enough. Well, that should be enough indeed. No. Rohan belongs to the White Hand. Woman, don't you wish to know how they suffered when we ran them down? You're beaten, Uruk. Such a foe stands as weakly as you. Our riders shall not rest until your kind are purged from our lands. You ask if I wish to hear of such things? Nay!
Our mission is dire.
The White Hand shall not trouble the Wade again, Beriathan. While Edric may never have those he lost back, I know he felt what he did was right, and I trust his dedication to his duty. I hope this can bring some sense of closure to him. Come, let us return to Edoras. Go.
I have need of your aid.
You fought well, friend. I regret that the people of Entwade could not be saved, but we have done all we can for them. The White Hand shall not soon forget the victory we won today. If you are to remain in Edoras, I have many other matters to share with you. Agility, okay, vitality. Faithfulness, I'm not sure, maybe not. Not yet, but almost there.
I need your help, my friend.
I have been tasked by Théoden King, my uncle, with gathering our people to Dun Harrow for shelter from this brutal war. I have managed to keep as much order as possible in Edoras, but I cannot leave my people to attend to this matter. You have proven yourself a hardy warden, and I would entrust you with this task should you seek to aid me. Far to the north of Edoras, the trading village of Middlemead lies nestled among the trees. Gather the people and have them seek shelter here while we make ready to travel south.
I have need of your aid. I need your help, my friend.
The burdens of Under Harrow and Edoras. This all seems to be part of a later portion of the story. Let us go to Middlemead for the time being, and then we'll come back to Éowyn and get all those quests. And I hope I'm not doing this wrong, because once again, as I have told you before, West Rohan is more linear than all the previous areas. Except for this portion at Edoras. I always get confused here in Edoras. But after we leave this place, it's going to be much more easier. Now, you will see here, who do we have here? Burnoth and the other guys.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Ah, Beriathan, I see that you arrived before us. We were delayed as we rode from Endwatch Vale. However, that may prove a boon. Had we delivered our warning regarding the Easterlings in the north, Théoden King may have been distracted from the greater threat, Saruman. We understand that he has ridden forth to the forts of Isen. We make ready to follow behind. Would you aid us in our preparations? There is little time and much to do. We need provisions and medicine for the journey. Would you seek these things throughout the city, and bring them here to me. We need dried meat, vegetables, water, medicine, and bandages. Oh, wow.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you...
Beriathan, I am seeing to the care of our arms, but our armor is damaged, and I have nor the skill to patch it. Would you seek out the local smith and see if the army left any mail behind which we might use?
Our success depends upon our strength.
Beriathan, it is good to see you again. We prepare to ride after Théoden King's army, but I am afraid our horses will not make the journey. They have not had new shoes since we left the world. Would you go to the stable and see if the army left any spare shoes behind? If you find enough, bring them to the horses and fit them.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Beriathan, it is well that you have come. We prepared to ride after Théoden King's army, but I am without arrows. We were ambushed by orcs as we rode across Kingstead, and I was forced to spend my last few. Will you seek out the local Fletcher and see if he has any arrows to spare? Well, let's begin. So yeah, the Riders 4 are not finished yet. These few quests with them were added after the launch of Helm's Deep, so initially you didn't have this, and it was kind of strange, of course, seeing these riders for the last time in Snowboard, and then finding them again all the way to the west at Helm's Deep. So I'm glad we have at least this extra quest to tie the things up with them. Well, maybe not tied up those loose ends, but getting that extra bit before riding to Helm's Deep. But I'm also kinda saddened about the fate of the Riders 4 because they were a big part of East Rohan, a big part of the marketing as well. And after a while, it seems they were forgotten and left aside. I think they were underused in East Rohan, and well, you find them again at some point in Gondor, and that feels anticlimactic too. So yeah, I wish these guys had more to them after East Rohan, a little bit more.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Mail? Were you not here when the army rode forth? I have a few suits to spare, but I would not sell them to my worst enemy, much less my countrymen. Nevertheless, if they are determined, you can pick them up from the ground here. Here we also have the Fletcher.
What brings you to these lands?
Nearly all of my stock was sent with the army. I have a few remaining, but they are hunting arrows, not war arrow. Nevertheless, your archer friend is welcome to them. You can find them over there, on the ground. Yeah, we cannot be picky at this point. Hunting arrows, war arrows, as long as you can shoot them. Now we need water. Okay, here. And we need a few more horseshoes. Pick it up, please. Horseshoes. And I'm not entirely sure where they are. Maybe here in these stables? Yeah, seems to be. I always love this little detail how you are picking exactly 16 of these horseshoes for the 4 horses. Splitting allows you to shoe him. They could have just give you any random number, but no. They took care in doing this the right way.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Hunting arrows, war arrows, it matters not. They will fly straight and true, and the enemy shall fall in defeat. Thank you, Beriathan. Very welcome.
What brings you to these lands?
Thank you, Beriathan, and I am sure the horses are grateful as well. When all of the preparations are complete, you should return to Burnoth.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is the best a smith could offer. It will have to do. You have my thanks, such as it is. Oh.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Aye, this will do, my friend. There is still much to be done, however. You should speak with Huta, Ulf and Léoflad and see what tasks they might have for you. Yeah, already took care of that. Our preparations are complete, thanks to you. Will you come with us to the forts? But nay, you have your own tasks to be about. Perhaps we will meet again, provided we survive the confrontation with Saruman. Farewell, friend Beriathan. Farewell. Indeed. So yeah, as you can see, it was a really short quest with the riders. There's not much else to do with them. And I mean, they will not have any more quests for you in West Rohan. They will appear at a later point, but no more quests, which is a shame. Forge Master.
Welcome, my friend.
Let us reforge. Plus skill damage over time. Let us take this. And well, it seems we can deconstruct some of these items, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit before doing that. And actually, I think I'm gonna double check the quest flow here in Edoras to make sure I have everything I need before leaving to Middlemead. So this is gonna be the end of today's episode, actually. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.